welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Noranda Brown here, your host, and today we'll be doing a preview. Yes, we'll be doing a preview for the Nations League. And Thomas Muller, I think it was, who recently came out and said only a number of teams take the Nations League seriously. And let me say it here and now, I think this is one competition that the Reggae Boys, they need to take seriously for a number of reasons. All right, so they'll be going up against Mexico. Mexico, the best team in the CONCACAF region, and I'll go into that and more later down in the show. I'll take your predictions as well in the comment section, so please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think of the game, what are your expectations, who will be your standout player, or at least your expected standout player for the game come Tuesday afternoon at the National Stadium in Kingston. Before I go any further, let me say a big shout out to the sponsors, Quick Link Shipping, RS Sports Store, and CSA Shop. The link to each of those is located in the description. And also, if you want to support Halftime TV channel, the PayPal link is in the description as well. You can also become a member of the channel by joining and subscribing to the memberships as well. So again, let me get to it. Jamaica versus Mexico. No, Mexico is not one of our favorite opponents in the CONCACAF region, and for a number of reasons. We've actually faced Mexico 29 times, and we've won only 5 of those games. We've drawn 3, and we've lost on 21 occasions. Now, Mexico is a top-ranking team in CONCACAF, and I mentioned that before. They're actually ranked 9th in FIFA, so 9th overall, so the 9th best team in the world. Put it like that. Jamaica, on the other hand, we dropped a number of places, and we're actually down to 64th now. Let me narrow it down a little bit to the Reggae Boys, because I want to speak about what's been happening with the Reggae Boys national team for the past few weeks. This is a problem that has been long-standing, been around quite some time. However, it actually came to the surface last week in that game against Suriname, after that game against Suriname, where the players were actually left in Suriname, and they basically held the federation hostage, requested that the General Secretary, Dalton Wint, be relieved of his duties or else. Also, in that same little squabble that was happening, the coach of the Reggae Boys team, Paul Hall, had reportedly resigned from his post. Now, Paul Hall will be the person on the sideline come tomorrow evening at the National Stadium. So we're still waiting to see what's going to happen with that. We know Paul Hall, he had a post in England. He's on an interim basis now with the national team. And the reports that came out last week, he didn't nullify those reports. He didn't say they weren't so. He also said they weren't mind games as well. So I am assuming Paul Hall doesn't want to be in an organization with so much chaos and so much disjoint. He wants it to be smooth sailing. And in order for anyone to do their job properly, they want the best possible environment. And last week, I must say what the JFF did, how they handled the situation, especially Wint. That didn't make for a good viewing, especially for onlookers and for folks who are fans of the Reggae Boys from in the diaspora, and even folks who aren't fans of the Reggae Boys, quite frankly. So I did a video on that with my dissatisfaction on how the matter was handled. There's no way a national team traveling to another country should be struggling to find their way back home. And in that same breath, the team that they went to play actually got back to Jamaica before the Reggae Boys actually did so. Had it not been for some individuals who took it upon themselves to get the job done, I'm pretty sure the guys would have had to fly back to Jamaica individually, probably have to buy plane tickets, each one of them, to get back to the island. But in the end, the Reggae Boys ended up winning the return leg against Suriname, which is good to see. Mexico, they won their game against Suriname as well by 3-0. So Mexico, they called up 38 players to the Nations League squad, as well as the friendlies that they had against Uruguay and Nigeria. I think that friendly was a little bit, late May? Yeah, it was expected to be late May. But all in all, Mexico will be without Irving Lozano, who underwent a surgery post the La Liga season. And having seen that Irving Lozano will be out, one would assume that Mexico would be a weakened team. But I mentioned before, and I said this on Ryan LFC's channel last evening, that I think the Mexican team, they will be fielding a number of youth players as well as experienced players who want to stake a claim for themselves to get an opportunity to participate in the upcoming World Cup later on this year. So these guys actually have real incentive in order to, they have something to fight towards. They want to give their all just to ensure that they actually get a look in for the World Cup squad come later on this year in Qatar. So what do I expect from this game? I expect the Mexicans to be the Mexicans. They usually come out, they're usually running, they're usually up for the hustle, very quick on their feet. And the Reggae Boys, we're still not sure what Paul Hall's idea is. We've seen glimpses of it, but as it relates to over a sustained period, we're still waiting to see that. Is he the real deal? The game against Suriname, one would expect him to win. However, the game in Suriname, he drew that one, and again, we were still expecting him to win that one. Of the teams in the group, I think Suriname is the weakest. The Reggae Boys probably the second best, and then Mexico the best team. So I expect the Reggae Boys to be posed with a tough challenge against the Mexicans, and all in all, I expect the Mexicans to come away victorious. I expect it to be a 1-goal deficit that the Reggae Boys will lose by, whether it is 1-0 or 2-1. We're yet to see, but as I said, a 1-goal deficit should do the trick. They will be blessed with the likes of Diego Lainez, which I think is more than enough for the Mexicans to get over the line. The Reggae Boys will be playing at home, so one would assume the home advantage would work to their benefit. But again, you do not know what to expect when it comes down to this Reggae Boys team. And although my heart is telling me the Reggae Boys, my head is telling me Mexico. And oftentimes I try my best not to reason football with emotions. And having said that, I'm going for a Mexico win. I'm curious to hear what you, the viewers and the subscribers, have to say. Let me hear your prediction. Leave it in the comment section as well. Who do you think will win this one? Do you think the Reggae Boys should be taking this Nations League very seriously? I'm pretty sure the Mexican team probably won't be taking it as serious as the Reggae Boys, because they had the World Cup to look forward to, and they will be using this more of a trial for a number of the players who play in Liga MX, as well as other leagues across the world who don't oftentimes get the opportunity to represent the country. So we'll see a number of debutants. We'll also see some experienced players in the mix as well. But the Mexicans will consider this as an audition to bolster the squad going into the World Cup. The Reggae Boys, it may very well be their only hope at silverware or even at success. The Gold Cup seems some way off. The World Cup seems some way off as well. And Paul Hall mentioned it's a 6-year plan. The next World Cup is not in 6 years. It's actually less than 6 years. It's 2020, what? 2026? 2026? Yep, 2026 is the next World Cup. So we expect the Mexican team to come away victorious, and I'm curious to hear what you, my viewers and subscribers, have to say. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the National Stadium, the Reggae Boys go head-to-head with the Mexican team. The Reggae Boys ranked 64th in the world. Mexico ranked 9th in the world, according to the FIFA ranking. Will there be an upset? I don't think so, but I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Until next time, bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.